The Gospel of Matthew. The swearing of oaths. Matthew 5:33-37. Introduction. 1. Are you a man or woman of your word? A. When you say yes or no, do people take it as gospel truth? B. Are you someone whose word is questioned, unless confirmed with an oath? 2. In his Sermon on the Mount, Jesus dealt with the issue of swearing oaths. A. In which he set a high standard for his disciples to follow. B. A standard that exceeded that of the scribes and Pharisees, and exceeds the standard followed by many people today. 3. In this lesson, the swearing of oaths, we shall consider what Jesus taught from the viewpoint of 4 questions. A. What did the law of Moses actually teach concerning the swearing of oaths? B. How had the Jews, and in particular the scribes and Pharisees, traditionally interpreted and applied the law? C. What did Jesus teach in response to this abuse of the law concerning oaths? D. Did Jesus forbid even those oaths made in court? Again, you have heard that it was said to them of old time, You shall not make false vows, but shall perform to the Lord your vows. But I tell you, don't swear at all, neither by heaven, for it is the throne of God. Matthew 5:33-34. Nor by the earth, for it is the footstool of his feet. Nor by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great King. Neither shall you swear by your head, for you can't make one hair white or black. But let your yes be yes and your no be no. Whatever is more than these is of the evil one. Matthew 5:35-37. 1. The law of Moses and the swearing of oaths. A. 3 passages make very clear the teaching of the law. 1. And you shall not swear by my name falsely, nor shall you profane the name of your God. I am the Lord. Leviticus 19:12. 2. If a man vows a vow to the Lord, or swears an oath to bind himself by some agreement, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceeds out of his mouth. Numbers 30:2-3. When you make a vow to the Lord your God, you shall not delay to pay it. For the Lord your God will surely require it of you, and it would be sin to you. Deuteronomy 23:21. B. The emphasis was on truthfulness and faithfulness. 1. A person must be truthful when he swears an oath. He must truly mean it. 2. He must also be faithful in keeping the oath. He must carry out his word. C. This emphasis on truthfulness in the heart was stressed by the Psalms and prophets as well. 1. In the Psalms. Psalms 15:1-2, 24:3-4. 2. The prophets often bemoan the lack of truth in the heart. Jeremiah 5:1-2, Hosea 4:1-2. 2. The traditional interpretation and application. A. It appears the emphasis had shifted. 1. From truthfulness in all things. 2. To honoring only those vows sworn to the Lord, as implied by Jesus' comments in Matthew 5:34-36. B. In application, only vows to the Lord were binding. 1. That the Jews had made such arbitrary distinctions between their vows is seen in Matthew 23:16-19. 2. Because of this distinction, daily conversations were often spiced with meaningless oaths to make impressions. A. I swear by heaven. B. I swear by the throne of God. C. I swear by the earth, by Jerusalem, by the altar, by the temple, by my head. 3. The teaching of Jesus. A. He exposed the hypocrisy in such arbitrary distinctions. 1. Matthew 23:20-22. clearly shows that when one swears by A. the temple, B. the throne of God, he is swearing by the Lord also. 2. Matthew 5:34-36 likewise teaches that one cannot swear by these things without involving God. A. Heaven is the throne of God. B. Earth is his footstool. C. Only God can change our hair color without the use of dyes. Therefore, any oath is an oath to the Lord. B. He enjoined truthfulness in the heart. 1. Let your yes mean yes. 2. Let your no mean no. Any more than this is evil, and would be contrary to speaking truth in his heart. Psalms 15, 1-2. 4. Making oaths in judicial matters. A. Arguments in support of swearing judicial oaths. 1. Both Jesus and James qualified their statements concerning oaths. A. Matthew 5:34. Swear not at all is immediately qualified by Jesus to refer to flippant and hypocritical oaths commonly voiced by the people. B. James 5:12. The command "do not swear" is also qualified by James to refer to the same kind of meaningless oaths. 2. Also, consider the following points. A. God has sworn an oath to us. Hebrews 6:16-18. B. Jesus was willing to answer under oath before the Sanhedrin court. Matthew 26:63-64. C. Paul made solemn oaths in his epistles. 2 Corinthians 1:23. Galatians 1:20. D. An angel of God swore an oath. Revelation 10:5-7. B. In light of these arguments, 1. Some understand Jesus and James to condemn only the flippant, profane and hypocritical oaths. A. Used to make impressions. B. Used to spice daily conversations but were never intended to be kept. 2. Therefore the exception to not swearing oaths can be A. Solemn oaths made in judicial circumstances. B. Those oaths on occasions of solemn religious importance, as in the case of Paul. C. I prefer to take the safe course. 1. In other words, to swear not at all. 2. Fortunately, in this country we are allowed the option to confidently affirm, but I would not judge brethren who themselves solemnly and honestly swear oaths in judicial circumstances. Conclusion. 1. The righteousness of the kingdom is to exceed that of the scribes and Pharisees. A. They would often spice their statements with vows and oaths in order to be believed. B. Christians are to be so truthful, their yes means yes and their no means no. So truthful and trustworthy are the disciples of Christ to be, it would not be necessary for them to swear oaths or have to say "I promise" in order to be trusted. 2. Can this be said of us, when people know that we are Christians? A. Can others bank on our words? B. When we say we will do something, is it as good as done? May the words of our Lord remind us that even our speech reflects either honor or dishonor upon the God we serve. The end. The Gospel of Matthew. The swearing of oaths. Matthew 5:33-37.